Good evening and welcome to Ukraine Brief on TVP World. Today marks day 1,407 since Russia launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine. I'm Claudia Czerwinska and here's the latest. Ukraine's National Security Secretary Rustem Umarov participated in a high-level phone call with American and European partners to close out the year right before we went to air. According to Umarov, U.S. participants included Marco Rubio, Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner. From the European side, national security advisors from the United Kingdom, Germany and France. Changes in Ukraine's government are expected in the coming year, with President Zelenskyy announcing yesterday that he has chosen a replacement for his former chief of staff, Andriy Yermak, following his resignation in November. Yermak resigned from his post last month amid a major corruption scandal rocking Ukraine's energy sector, leaving the position vacant. While the identity of the new chief of staff has yet to be shared, President Zelenskyy has said an official announcement should be expected in the future. Additionally, new appointments for heads of regional administration are to be announced in the beginning of 2026.
Hey guys, how are we doing?
At least 3 people have been killed and dozens wounded, including 3 children, in the wake of Russian attacks across eastern and southern Ukraine. The Kremlin has been consistently targeting Ukraine's crucial port infrastructure in the Odesa region, intensifying its offensive in December. As a result of Tuesday night's massive attack, a residential building was damaged after fires broke out on the 2nd and 6th floors. The Russian strikes also hit the Odesa's region's logistical and energy infrastructure. At least 6 people were wounded, including 3 children. 4 apartment buildings and at least 14 cars were damaged, according to regional authorities. Firefighters rescued 8 people, including 1 child. DTEK, Ukraine's private energy company, said 2 of its facilities were targeted in the latest attack, leaving parts of Odesa without electricity, water, or heat. As of Wednesday, more than 170,000 people were without power in the Odesa region. In Kramatorsk, in eastern Ukraine, Russian drones struck a residential area, wounding a woman and damaging several homes. In Kostiantynivka, 2 people were killed and 1 injured after a strike hit an apartment building. In Sloviansk, 5 buildings were damaged in the latest attack. According to Ukraine's energy ministry, attacks on energy facilities left large numbers of households in the Donetsk region without power. In the Kherson region, 5 people were wounded after Russia struck critical infrastructure and several residential buildings. According to today's reports, the Ukraine Air Force intercepting 101 of the 127 drones launched by Russia overnight. Following Russian drone attacks on the Odesa region, local residents said the explosions created powerful blast waves that shattered windows and damaged apartments and balconies.
I arrived here early in the morning. My apartment is on the 3rd floor. The impact was very close. You can see the hole there. A shahed flew in there. As a result, a fire broke out on our balcony.
It exploded here. Do you see how it got warped? Here, look, come here. Between the buildings, we have this kind of joint here. We were lucky that it hit exactly this joint. Well, of course, everything here was destroyed for me.
Russian oil infrastructure has reportedly suffered massive strikes overnight, with footage of attacks across Russia appearing on local social media. Reports have surfaced of damage to a refinery in Russia's Krasnodar region, as well as oil depot in the Yaroslav region. An official from Ukraine's State Security Service confirmed today that Ukrainian long-range drones struck an oil depot in the Russian city of Rybinsk, causing a massive fire at the facility. Social media footage shows plumes of black smoke rising from the depot, located over 700 kilometers from the Ukrainian border and serving as key logistics hub for fuel. In addition, Russian authorities reported large strikes at an oil refinery in the Russian port city of Tuapse, the site of frequent Ukrainian drone attacks. As the only Russian oil refinery located on its Black Sea coast. Footage shows the large fire at the facility, which reportedly engulfed roughly 300 square meters. Nearby, Ukrainian special forces reported striking the Taman oil and gas terminal, confirming damage to 2 loading piers used for storing and transshipping oil, petroleum products, and liquefied hydrocarbons for export and military supply. While the rest of the world is wrapping up its economic developments and growth figures, Ukraine is closing 2025 under unprecedented Russian aerial attacks, with thousands of bombs, missiles, and kamikaze drones launched against the country, and air raid sirens sounding almost daily. According to the Ukraine Air Force, since the start of 2025, Russia has launched more than 60,000 guided aerial bombs, around 2,400 missiles of various types, and over 100,000 drones in Ukraine. Air alerts sounded at least 19,000 times. The constant strikes have devastated civilian and energy infrastructure, bringing daily destruction, civilian casualties, and a relentless struggle for survival. And so this concludes our Ukraine brief, the last one this year. Thank you so much for joining us throughout 2025. And we hope this 2026 is off to a better start. And we hope to see you back here in 2026.